Blackpool, a North England seaside resort, where all year round millions of tourists enjoy donkey rides, piers and paddling, pleasure beach and fun fairs. Along its miles and miles of beautiful sandy beaches. However, Blackpool wasn't always so popular. Back in the 90s, this seaside town was better known for its dirty sea and beaches. With sea bathing threatened by the European Union, this forced Blackpool to clean up its act.
I usually clean the beach every day, and it's like there's so much rubbish on, and there were lots and lots of people on the beach here, and they were just leaving everything. They were getting those plastic sand castle things they were filling up, and they come in like a plastic mesh type thing. And I think that's a sign of the times we live in, because you can go anywhere and there's lots of rubbish around, people just aren't really interested.
This is not acceptable behaviour. You can't do this. I mean, you have idiots who do things like smash bottles on the steps. Why would you do that? I mean, I can't understand somebody who would go to anywhere, whether it be a beach or a town centre or the countryside, and drop the litter. It's one of my major pet hates.
Councillor Campbell is the Deputy Leader of Blackpool Council. Her duties and responsibilities include environmental services and protection.
But they're going to tie it in later on at a later time. Right.
I'm a massive recycler, yes. I've recycled for 22 years. Everything gets recycled in my house.
To rescue its beaches and sea from its plastic and rubbish problem, the council enlisted UK environmental charity Keep Britain Tidy and the Love My Beach campaign to help out.
What we asked Keep Britain Tidy to do was to come in and give us some ideas about how we kick off a campaign about keeping Blackpool tidy. So not just its beaches, but the streets, basically.
I work for Keep Britain Tidy, who are also involved with helping to improve, particularly on the litter front here in Blackpool. It's all about really people working together to improve the beaches and the seawater quality. Blackpool Council have a good part to play in that, and they're one of the key partners who look after the beach and the front, the promenade. They've made such huge improvements in the area.
In May 2016, Blackpool South was awarded its first ever Blue Flag Award.
The Blue Flag's awarded by Keep Britain Tidy in England, but it is an international award for clean beaches, clean seas and lots of other criteria that a beach has to meet in order to gain the Blue Flag Award. So it's fantastic news for the area.
It was absolutely fabulous when we got our Blue Flag. It was a lovely sunny day, and you know the beach looked fantastic. We're dead proud we've kept it for a second year, and you know we will keep going and we will try and get even more, and we'll make sure we keep that Blue Flag.
Only days after the Blue Flag Award, a photograph was posted online that shocked the whole of Blackpool.
It was disappointing to see some pictures of a lot of litter on the beach in Blackpool last summer, and they were taken by a local photographer.
Disappointed and really angry, to be honest with you, that we could have had such fantastic publicity and then all of a sudden it came crashing down with that one photograph.
Gavin Stanfield is a local photographer who has lived in Blackpool for over 10 years.
I came down to the beach to take pictures of the sunset with Bonnie, as I normally do, just to relax. And I was shocked by all the litter that was everywhere. It was just horrendous. Dirty nappies and milk cartons and everything. So for a change, I just moved my camera and took pictures of the litter just to show everyone how disgusting it was, really. After I took the pictures, the council did put more bins down. I saw that quite instantly. It was like nearly the next day when the council were aware of the pictures. And then they employed a scheme that goes around and fines people when they drop litter and everything like that.
£80 for even just a cigarette end.
According to a Marine Conservation Society 2016 report, their Great British Beach Clean Weekend revealed plastics and litter collected has more than halved over the last 20 years.
One of the big problems with litter on the beaches and in the seas is that obviously it can harm both wildlife and people who are there enjoying the beaches. Whether it's broken glass that could cut children's feet, it's obviously very dangerous. We do monthly beach cleans with the Sea Life Centre here in Blackpool on Central Beach. It's just a great way of getting the public involved in doing their bit to tackle the litter problem. And also it's a way of educating people, from young children to older people who might not really see litter in their daily lives. But I think once you've been on a beach clean and once you've picked up some litter, you really start to see that it is a problem.
Dan works for Blackpool Sea Life Aquarium and the Marine Conservation Centre. He is also dedicated to protecting the wildlife and the environment.
It's very hard to say where the rubbish comes from. With the litter, it can travel around the world's oceans with very little problem. A lot of the rubbish we do pick up generally in the summer is actually stuff that's just been dropped by tourists enjoying their day out, which isn't nice to see. Stuff that gets washed in, it would be practically impossible to say where it's come from. For every clean, I ask every volunteer where possible to survey the litter, so it gives me a good idea of what's being found and to look for trends. Also, with high-vis jackets allows people to know who we are, what we're doing, and potentially educate some people as well that aren't actually involved in the clean.
I do believe that the beach clean helps reduce the level of litter with the plastic.
This is the first time we've done beach cleaning. I just thought I'd bring my daughters along just to help. I think pollution's a big issue. The more people who can actually be here and help, the better really.
I think people just need to take the time to realise what toxins are in certain materials and how that will affect the environment as opposed to them just themselves.
Through people disposing their rubbish irresponsibly, our oceans are increasingly polluted with throwaway plastics. According to the Dame Ellen MacArthur Foundation, there will be more plastic than fish in the sea by 2050.
Plastics, even if they start large, they tend to break down into smaller and smaller pieces, but the risk there is that fish may well eat and consume the small plastics. And then whatever eats the fish will also consume the plastics, and eventually obviously we eat fish, so there's a real concern that plastics might actually be going up the food chain and even into the human diet.
Also as well, it's believed at the minute that microbeads have actually made their way back into our food system because they are being eaten by the fish, so it's now come full circle where we are actually eating the plastic we have polluted.
I've never really thought about the plastic going into the sea before, and then the fish eating it, and then we eat the fish. It's like we're digesting our own rubbish and our own plastic. I've never really thought about it. It's quite weird when you really put it into them terms.
I would not eat fish again.
No, I don't think I would. I put a lot more thought into what I'm putting into my body now that you know where it's coming from.
To help keep our beaches and seas free from plastics and litter, download and use the Microbead smartphone app. Scan the barcode and this will determine whether your product will contain microbeads. After you have finished with your rubbish, always put it in the bin. Always bin your wet wipes after using them. Reuse shopping bags, or even better, bring your own tote bag.
When it's busy, the bins need emptying more. I think that was the major thing that I can see when I come down now and again, is there's enough bins now, but they just need emptying frequently.
Everyone's involvement, you can't say anything else other than being proud of the effort that everyone puts in. The care's there and wanting to do it, which is fantastic.
It's just great to be here now with the cleanest beaches and seas in Blackpool and across the Fylde coast that we've had in 20 years. We've got real beaches we can be proud of, that we're going to be out there enjoying and spreading the word to the wider population.
If it wasn't for our 17 million visitors a year, we would be like a lot of other seaside towns. Without being detrimental to them, they've not got that thriving tourist economy anymore, and that is basically what keeps Blackpool alive.
With the majority of Blackpool residents now voting to leave the European Union, the question is, will Blackpool keep up the fight against seaside plastic and litter pollution?
Obviously, quite a lot of the work has already been done by the EU when it comes to our beaches, so it's a case of us making sure that that doesn't lapse. And there is absolutely no way that I will allow us to go back to how it used to be. And I can't think, given the infrastructure that we now have, there is just no way that would happen anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, us coming out of the EU will have absolutely no impact whatsoever on our beaches or on my campaign to keep Blackpool tidy, the whole town as well as our beaches.
Blackpool's battle to clean its beaches and sea from plastic and litter pollution is clearly working. But this fight will always continue.